Hello my dear friends and students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Ajay Kumar from the Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Maharishi Dayanand University, Rohtak, Haryana. Today I will be discussing on module titled Linen Operations, which is a very important topic in hotel housekeeping operations. At the end of this module, you will be able to identify and describe different activities of linen room, understand the layout of linen room and different types of equipment used in linen room. You will also come to know about the different linen items and criteria for selection of various linen item. You will understand the various linen control procedures. You will also learn the procedures of purchase of linen. You will discuss linen hire concept, identify the ways of discarding linen. Now, let us talk about the concept of linen. The term linen in a technical sense is the stem fiber extracted from the cultivated plant called flax, which is spun into yarn and woven into fabric. In a commercial sense, the present day usage of the term linen includes all fabrics that are used in the hospitality industry. Linen is the base for most of the functions of housekeeping department. It is the second largest expense of housekeeping department. Linen is very expensive to replace. Hence, it is necessary that its maintenance, storage and laundering should be done properly so that its life could be extended. Soiled, worn or creased linen leave a bad impression of the cleaning standards in a hotel. Guests dissatisfied by this may be lost forever. Hence, linen and laundry management is of utmost importance for the hotel, because it ensures that large volumes of soiled linen are washed and treated so as to look neat, smell fresh and feel crisp, and that they are dispersed at the right time and to the right place. Cleaning of linen can be done either on or off the hotel premises. Hotels whose laundry output is sufficiently high and which have adequate space available opt for on-premises laundry, also abbreviated as OPL. Linen is a central depot for all hotel linen. It is the place where all clean articles of linen are stored and distributed to other departments of the hotel for use. Usually there is a uniform section in the linen room which takes care of all the uniforms of the hotel. However, in large organizations where each uniform is specially designed, they have a separate uniform room. In such hotels, linen room exists in close association with the uniform room. Linen room comes under the control of a supervisor who is responsible for the issuance of fresh linen and receiving soiled linen. Now, let us talk about the types of linen room. There are two types of linen rooms: centralized and decentralized linen room. Centralized linen room. In this system, linen from all floors are collected and sorted in one central area. The linen room supervisor has complete control over the linen room. All linen issues and receipts go out from there. Decentralized linen room. In this system, each floor maintains its own stock of linen. As and when necessary, these are replenished from the main linen room. The linen par is stored in floor pantries and the floor supervisors are responsible for maintaining the par level. This system works well in hotels that have a large number of floors. The system is also used in resorts where rooms are spread out across a large expanse of area. Now, let us talk about the activities of the linen room. The following activities are carried out in the linen room: collection and transportation of the linen. This activity involves the collection of soiled linen from the various areas of the hotel. For example, guest rooms, food and beverage service area, pantry, food production area, etc. And transportation to the laundry area. It is a vital activity when laundry services are on outside contract. and is carried out through chutes, canvas bags, trolleys, collapsible wire carts, skips, etc. Gas laundry is also collected unmarked for sending off premises for cleaning, sorting and counting. Sorting is carried out to make the laundry process easy and simple. Linen is sorted according to the size, texture, stains and color. Linen is counted in order to make a record so that issuing to departments may be accurate and it is possible to tally the exchange of linen between the linen room and the laundry room, a basis and provide a basis for billing requirements. Packaging. Linen articles are packed in linen sacks to prevent any kind of damage. Those linen articles who needs extra attention requires mending process can be segregated in different color coded sacks. Checking and inspection. Checking the quantity to ensure that the amount of fresh linen issued in the exchange tallies with the amount of soiled linen articles received. Inspection. Inspection of the quality wash, for example stain and dirt removed, no damages, no loss of shape or color, no blue patches or patch from the optical brightener, properly ironed, dispatch. This is mostly applicable to hotels which have off premises laundry. The time for dispatch is usually fixed so that fresh linen can also be received on time and it does not hamper servicing of rooms or linen which is required in restaurants, spa, etc. Storage. The linen articles which is checked and inspected needs to be stored properly. If it is not be used immediately or becomes the part of circulation, it is needed to be stored in dry conditions where humidity level is not high and at a very hygienic place, so that the linen article does not carry any foul or musty smell. Distribution. The linen which is laundered is distributed to different areas of need at a stipulated time for the smooth functioning of the operation. Now, the function of monogramming. Linen which belongs to the hotel needs to be monogrammed so that it is not misplaced and extra caution is given to maintain the linen. Repairs and alters. The maintenance of the linen requires constant repairs and alternation according to the requirement, which is offered by the linen room. Now, the next function is stock taking and record taking. Many records are entered on a day-to-day basis for the exchange of linen between the linen room, laundry and floor departments. Purchase records are essential and records of condemned linen and makeovers are usually maintained. Periodical stocking is carried out and the annual stock taking is recorded in the stock register, thereby providing the value of a linen as an asset. Security. It is important that the access to the linen is restricted so as to prevent misuse and pilferage. Linen is also prone to fire breakouts, hence precautionary measures are taken to prevent this. The linen room is strictly a non-smoking area. In planning of the linen room for proper operation of the following must be considered: architectural features of the room, hygiene and safety aspects of the room and the activity areas of the linen room. Now, let us classify the linen which is used in hotels. The linen is classified as follows: bed linen. It is further classified into bed sheet. It should be made up of non-crease fabric, comfortable, easy to be laundered and retain its appearance. The fabric should not lose color in repeated washes or give a faded appearance after wash. Various superior quality blends can be used like linen or union. It is a blend of cotton and linen. A bed sheet should be large enough to be tucked in from all sides of mattresses. It should not shrink. Now, next item is pillowcases. They are generally made up from the same fabric like bed sheets. The size of the pillowcase will depend on the size of the pillow. It will be 2 or 4 inches more to allow for shrinkage and a perfect fit for blanket. Now, the next is blankets. It should be soft, smooth and resilient and not too heavy or expensive. Woolen blankets are easily attacked by insects. Hence, to eradicate this limitation, they are made up of mixture of wool and synthetic fiber. Electrical blankets are not used as they are difficult to maintain. Soft furnishing. In soft furnishing, we have duvets. Duvets are fast replacing blankets in the hotels. They consist of a filling sandwiched or stitched in a fabric case with a changeable cover. The fillers may be duck or goose down, a feather mix of or a combination of the two. Duvet can also have synthetic filling which are usually of polyester fibers. These duvets are usually light in weight, so that it can be easily laundered. It is accompanied by duvet cover which covers the duvet completely. Duvet cover should be soft and easy in laundering, usually made up of cotton or cotton blend. Next is bedspread. It is also called bed cover or counterpane. The bedspread cover the overall bed. It is available in various color, pattern and sizes. The fabric should drape well and not crease easily. The fabric should be durable and easy for laundering and constant use. The color chosen should match the theme of the room. Next, soft furnishing is curtains and draperies. Curtains are used to block the intensity of sunlight during the daytime and street lights in the night time to ensure privacy. It should be made of material which do not get soiled easily or collect dust. It should be washable, resistant to sunlight, flame, retardant, abrasion resistance and should possess the quality of drapability. Fabrics used can be of glass fiber, wood and acrylic as these are fire retardant. One can use silk also. Now, the next furnishing is cushion covers and upholstery. The cushion fabric used should not soil easily. It has to be non-slippery and easily washable. Upholstery fabric should be strong, resistant to soiling, closely woven and resistant to snagging and should not have static property. In most cases, the fabric has a jute backing. Bath linen. Bath linen comprises of bath towels, bath sheets, hand towel, face towels, bath mats, shower curtains, etc. The fabric should be absorbent, soft and durable. Material used should be of cotton or linen. Huckback wave is most preferred. The pile type used is uncut pile as it has more area of absorbencies. The selvage for toweling should be firmly woven. Table linen. This includes underlays, tablecloths, slipcloth, napery, shirts, frills and runners, waiters clothes, etc. Tablecloth, it should be stain resistant, color, fastening and easily laundered. It is generally made up of linen, polycot linen, cotton, damask. The size of the tablecloth must be sufficiently large to hang 9 inches below the table edge. Some percentage for shrinkage should also be taken into consideration. Slipcloth. These are placed over the tablecloth to give a contrasting effect. Underlays. Baize or any other felted material is suitable for these. Molten is a cheaper alternative. Skirts, frills and runners. These are generally used in banquet halls. They should also be stain resistant with the quality of drapabilities. Satins made up of synthetic fibers are used as they are durable and color fast. Waiter's cloth. Material used is 100% casement or damask as it is more durable absorbent. Now, let us talk about the linen exchange procedure. Linen is provided to rooms and F&B areas following one of these four procedures. The first one is fresh for soiled or one for one. Under this method, linen is provided to the areas only when they return back the equivalent quantity of soiled linen. Uniforms are usually exchanged by this method. Set amount. In this system, a set amount is provided on a daily basis. Topping up. This is the bringing up of the stock to the optimum level at periodic intervals or whenever it falls short of the predetermined optimum. Requisition. This method is mostly used for banquet linen, where the requirements may vary from day to day. A requisition slip is filled in on the basis of which linen is provided. Room linen exchange procedure. Room linen is either directly received by the laundry or by the linen room. In either case, the floor supervisor physically counts each soiled item on the floor and enters the figures into the room linen contract sheet. 2 copies of the room linen control sheet are sent with a hamper of soiled linen to the laundry or linen room. The laundry supervisor or linen supervisor, whoever is responsible, recounts the soiled linen brought down and verifies with the room linen control sheet. The concerned supervisor then stamped received after the tally and returns 1 copy, while the third copy is retained by him or her. If the laundry supervisor is directly receiving the laundry, he or she then sends the second copy to the linen supervisor while retaining the third copy of him. Against the room linen control sheet, the linen supervisor issues fresh linen on a one-on-one basis. In case the linen room is short of fresh linen at the point of time, then he or she enters the balance due on the room linen control sheet and issues the shortfall in the next lot. Now, let us talk about uniform exchange procedure. In case of a new employee, uniform are issued against a specific authorization letter received from the personnel department. For regular employees, ensure that they have arrived at the stipulated time. One should also check uniforms for damages. The uniforms are issued for fresh strictly on a one-to-one basis, ensuring the uniform is of the correct size and name. If the uniform is specially tailored for a person. Restaurant linen exchange procedure. Make sure that the F&B employee exchanging linen has come in the stipulated time, as restaurant linen articles are exchanged at stipulated timings. Check soiled linen received for damages. After that, he should count every item, verify with the food and beverages linen exchange form. Then he should enter the figures into a linen exchange register, especially kept for food and beverages outlets. He should also give the same number of fresh items in exchange and enter the figures in the linen exchange register. Then forward the soiled linen to the laundry for washing by physically counting each item in front of the laundry supervisor. Now, let us talk about linen control procedures and records. Control of linen is an important task to manage the operations. It basically falls into 3 areas of activities. The first is hygienic standards and appearance of linen. The second is daily routine exchange of linen between floors and departments linen, room and laundry. The third one is purchase details of inventories and stock taking records. Now, let us talk about the various stock taking procedures and records. Stock taking is the physical inventory of the linen. Taking of inventory for each article is carried out at periodic intervals or at the time of closing of books. Exact entry for inventory is recorded so that the overages and shortages can be determined from the difference between the physical count of balances and the balances expenses appearing in the account inventory ledger. Physical counting is done in 3 months. The discards are stamped, condemned and kept separately. Now the counted total inventory must be conducted in the presence of the housekeeper. Stock taking for uniforms, restaurant, linen can be done on a separate days. But now let us talk about the purchase of linen. Purchase of linen is usually done by this purchase department and the requirement is made by the housekeeping department. There are mainly 3 areas which should be looked properly. The first is quantity, quality and the size. Important points to be considered for linen purchase are one should estimate the quantity of linen for the purchase of linen. It should be accurate so that the items are not purchased in excess. He should also accurate specifications must be provided when placing orders, especially with sizes. Take samples of linen and test for amount of dressing that falls out from the fabric when rubbed together. Also, one should also check the samples for laundering effects like shrinkage, loss of shape, color. Large orders should be marked or monogrammed by the supplier. The stitching of the material should be strong with firm smooth weave and strong selvage. Orders should be placed well in advance so that specifications may be met with the requirements. Storage space should be checked for large quantity order. A purchase index card must be maintained for every linen item in store. A good rapport with the supplier is essential with regard to credit facilities. Mode of transport should be checked with the supplier. In case the quality of the linen is not accurate, proper dealing of replacement of linen with no extra payment should be the part of the contract. One should select a supplier on the same level as your establishment, preferably with the recommendation. Now, let us talk about the concept of linen hire. Hiring linen is not popular in India, but many hotels in other parts of the world do not purchase linen. They are comfortable in hiring laundered linen. Thus, it is a contract with a company which provides laundered linen on rent. The various advantages of the hiring of linen are: purchases of initial investment for linen articles is eliminated, laundering of linen is not required, no storage space is required, no appointment of staff, which means saving in paying salaries. Purchasing function is eliminated as there is no need to order linen. Replacing of linen is not the responsibility of the hotel. Linen hire charges may not be greater than the combined depreciation and laundered costs. And the disadvantages of hiring linen are: individuality is not maintained as it is the owned linen of the hotel. There is always limitation for the choice of linen. Linen cannot be cut down or reused. Any damages or large permanent stain is to be paid for, usually at higher rate. The hotel is completely dependent on the hiring company. Hotel does not have any control over the quality of linen. The other disadvantage is that linen flow may get affected by the bad weather or strikes, causing a breakdown in operations. There is a loss of linen which remains unused during low occupancy, but the charges for that period of time needs to be paid. In case of excess requirement, if it is charged at the current rates. Guest requirements for laundering cannot be fulfilled immediately as the laundry is not in-house. Linen hire charges may not be greater than the combined depreciation and laundering costs. Now, let us talk about the recycling of discarded linen. Discarded or condemned linen are the items that are no longer useful in their present condition due to some irreversible damage, such as a permanent stain or simply wear and tear. Cutting down refers to the using of any discarded material for some other purpose. The examples of it are: bed sheets can be used as dust sheets, double bed sheets to single bed sheets pillow cover. Easiest waste is to discard it into rags and dusters with marking of condemned linen so that the purpose of the linen is clear. Bath towels or bath sheets can be cut down into small toweling dusters. Large discard sheets can be cut down for use as crib sheets, aprons, etc. Discarded linen is sold to hotel staff at reasonable prices. It can be donated to charities. All discards should be recorded properly for different references like inventory control. Now, it can be said that linen management involves a lot of planning in a hotel. The successful operations depend on large extent on part stock maintained by the housekeeping department. Standard sizes of linen are used in the hotel as linen purchase involves a lot of finance. There are certain selection criteria which needs to be followed with rules to ensure the right type of purchase. Proper records need to be maintained for linen control and recycling of discarded linen. Thank you.